Hello, I'm Father James Beers. I'm here at St. Francis Xavier School in Petoskey. And today, the second graders are doing saints. Yeah, saints with a big S, not small s. And they're all dressed up, and they're like little mannequins. As you can kind of follow me around here, you know, we have saints in different places, and they have their little thumbs up. And what we're gonna be doing is, we're gonna go around and I'm gonna be pushing these little thumbs down, and they're gonna tell me who they are and why they're dressed up extraordinary beautiful, or some of them not so extraordinary because they've gone through some bad times. Like all of us, we have good times and bad times. So this is November 1st. We just talked about All Saints, and throughout this month we talked about all the saints, all the souls, church triumph, church suffering, and we here, church militant. So let's go around and see some of these great saints and hear their story.
I'm St. Julia. My feast day is May 23rd. I'm the patron saint of torture victims, pathologists of the hands and feet. I was born in the 5th century in Carthage. When I was younger, my city was attacked and I was sold as a slave to a pagan. I never complained about my work. Any extra time I spent praying. I refused to believe in other gods, and I got crucified. When I died, a white dove flew from my mouth, and an angel appeared next to me. The angel told the monks. They came and took my body and buried it. A spring appeared where I died, and where many miracles still happen there today.
St. Terry Tekakwitha. I lived in New York and moved to Canada. My feast day is July 14th. My mother, father, and brother died from smallpox. I was 4 when I was adopted by my 2 aunts and 1 uncle. When I was 10, they started treating me like a slave, but I did not complain and I did as I was told. When they forced me to marry, but I refused, so I ran away. I found this guy and he helped me get to Canada safely. When we were halfway there, my uncle started chasing after us. We hid in the tall grass, and when my uncle gave up, we got back in the canoe and went to Canada. When I got to Canada, the people around me did not like how I was Christian. They called me Christian, meaning dog. I was very sad, but then I found this girl. She was my best friend. I died in 1680 and was born in 1656. One of my symbols is the lily because I'm the lily of the Mohawks, a bird, a deer, and a turtle because I love animals, and I'm the patron saint of the wild, a cross and a rosary because I am connected to God. I gave up my whole life for him. If I could see St. Kateri, this would be my question for her. How are you the only Native American saint?
St. Michael, can you tell me something about you?
I'm the patron saint of the church and policemen and the military. My feast day is September 29th. I live in heavenly God and stand guard over God's people. My job is to protect heaven and the earth. There was a big battle in heaven, and I battled against the dragon. And my brother Lucifer was the fallen angel. I won the battle in heaven. I keep fighting because I believe there's still evil. My symbols are a balance scale for fairness, and my shield is for a word of protection.
Hello, my name's Mary Magdalene. I'm the patron saint of women converts. I lived during Jesus' time and was Magdalene, Judea. My feast day is July 22nd. I'll tell you about my life. Before I knew about Jesus in heaven, I sinned a lot. When I met Jesus, I followed him and changed my life. I washed his feet with perfume. I saw Jesus on the cross. I went to the tomb. I was the first one to know he rose. I was invited to a party. I bought an egg. I told people Jesus rose. The man laughed at me. Then the eggs started changing colors. That's why we dye Easter eggs. My symbols are perfume, ball, and egg. My question is, who are you afraid to follow Jesus?
Okay. Thank you, Mary Magdalene.
Looks like a child with no hair and slime on him. Okay, so, and this is my horse, which is and this is the chain for like the rope to hold on, and I actually slayed him right there, and this is actually the shield that I actually protected, which is this is my shield, and this is my symbol.
Francis of Assisi. I'm the patron saint of animals, merchants, and ecology. My feast day is October 4th. I lived from 1181 to 1226. I lived in Assisi, Italy. I was born into a rich family, and I became a knight to protect my town. I was falling asleep on my horse, so I went into a nearby inn and fell asleep. When I was sleeping, God called me to go back to Assisi and tell about him. The townspeople didn't like it, so they threw rocks at me. I went to the forest and found my brothers, and we went back to Assisi, and again they threw rocks at us. My dad said that if I wanted to preach the gospel, then I had to go to the Pope. The Pope kissed my feet, and I knew I could keep preaching the gospel. Sometimes when I was preaching, people wouldn't listen, so I started preaching to the animals, and the animals did. I traveled the world preaching the gospel. I received the stigmata. I died when I was 45 years old. One of my symbols is a cross because I was very holy, and a bird because I'm a sleeper with a bird in my hand, and because of the peace I brought to communities.
Can you describe all the stuff on your poster?
This is his house. This is some nights for him becoming a knight. That's him getting the stigmata. That's a stigmata hand. San Francisco is named after him, so that's a Golden Gate Bridge. That's him praying. That's him with birds for the patron saint of animals, picture of the world for ecology, and Italian stores for merchants.
How about your stuffed animals?
This is because he mostly appears with a bird in his hand, and this is for the wolf of Gibeon.
Okay. Thank you, St. Francis.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is St. Patrick. I am the patron saint of our life. My feast day is March 17th. I lived 3890 and died March 17th, 4610. The story of my life, I don't know what I was doing, and my village was attacked by pirates, and I was captured. I was sold.
My name is St. Elizabeth Ann Sutton. I'm patron saint of Catholic schools, widows, and seafarers. My feast day is January 4th. I lived from 1774 to 1829. I lived in New York City. I was born into a wealthy family. My mom died when I was 3 years old. My dad taught me about God and serving the poor. I love music, horseback riding, and speaking French. I was married to William Sutton, and I chose a cross because I loved God. I chose a Sacred Heart because I love only one God, and I love to pray. I chose a tombstone because two of my children died along with my husband. I chose a Catholic school because I found the first Catholic schools in America. I chose a child because I love helping poor children, and I chose a rose because a couple years before I died, I planted a seed next to a tree and started a new life in heaven with God.
Thank you.